So now we can take a look at how ZywOo managed to drop 37 frags in regulation against ENCE. What you're really going to see here is just how dominant his playstyle can be when he has some confidence. On the T side here though, he's not going to get too aggressive and he's only going to find one entry this half because he's usually on the A side of the default here, which means they're just trying to safely take connector and bathrooms control. When he's on the B side of the default, he plays much more aggressive, willing to take straight up aim duels, and that's what you're going to notice about ZywOo here is when there's two options presented, he will almost always take the more aggressive of those two options, but he doesn't often over aggress the way you might expect from him. A couple of times in this game, he will get a little bit over aggressive, very aggressively positioned, and then think about it for a second and back up a little bit, realizing he doesn't want to get caught out. So he's still, and it's crazy to say, he still potentially has a little bit of room to grow, even though he's already probably a top 10, maybe even top 5 player. So on this round, they got bathrooms and con control, and they're just going to go into a straight up A execute here. What you're going to notice is ZywOo usually likes to go in second, so Alex is going to be leading here, and ZywOo will be able to get the trade, which means he can survive for longer and play later on in the round. So Alex is going to get taken down by Sergey, instant trade from ZywOo, and then he's going to get caught in a spot here, and he's going to make a smart play. He's going to flash high to create a little bit of space, and then he's going to make the play onto Alu here, straight through a smoke, before taking down Alexa B straight through the smoke as well. Eventually he's going to get taken down here, but insane game sense from ZywOo to even find a single one of those kills, let alone two. So they lost that round, and in the next round they're going to go for a force buy and kind of pull a Na'Vi here, giving ZywOo just a deagle as his team's on the force buy. Now in this situation, ZywOo has a lot of utility to work with and only a deagle, so he's playing a bit back, holding the angle for his teammates as they take the more dangerous engagements. Eventually they will get bathrooms control, and they're going to go for a straight up execute, and again you're going to see ZywOo like to be generally kind of the second guy in these sorts of executes. So the nades come out here, Alex is going to go through this smoke and end up dying, and ZywOo makes a smart play off of it. So there's Alex's death, and they realize they're all going through bathrooms, so ZywOo tries to force through and make sure they go through two different entrances, and he's going to get 2 kills off of it. So he gets 1 plus the flash assist from NBK, opening up the round pretty heavily there and putting it in a 3v3. So he's going to try and plant in the smoke, but the smoke goes down, realizes it quickly, and the interesting play here is in the 2v2 after plant. Apex gets 1 and dies, but as soon as he gets the bomb plant, he's forcing the fight against these guys that jump up, and NBK is coming over to support as well, because they recognize here that they don't want to allow ZywOo to get trapped in the bomb site by a player getting to truck. They want to get those players there where they can double up and find both kills on them together, and that's exactly what they do. So in the previous round, you saw him take a straight up aim duel with a deagle against rifles because he knew he had support from a teammate. You're not going to see a lot of players comfortable doing that, and that's what's really interesting about ZywOo. He knows that if the player gets out the truck there, he's probably going to end up in a bad spot and end up dying, so he takes the smart early engagement instead. You're going to see ZywOo does a ton of little things right, and that's why even when he puts himself in awkward scenarios, he usually plays it out well. So in this one, he's going to get aggressively positioned against an anti-eco here to a spot that he really enjoys. He really likes getting to this truck area, and he's actually going to push up to the corner here, but in a second here, he's going to realize that this is a little bit over aggressive, and this is a spot where people will often get flashed and killed because the pistols will come through and just spray him down. So instead, he closes off the angle, and importantly, he makes sure he's not at a spot to get flashed by a standard flash through, which is exactly what Alexa B is doing here. So he dodges this flash incredibly well, and when the players come through the smoke, he just gets a simple 4K spray down that if he was in any other position, he probably would have been blind and unable to find. So you've probably noticed now is ZywOo likes to get pretty aggressive at times and put himself in very aggressive positions, but he plays himself out of it not only with aim, but by doing the little things right, by dodging flashes, positioning well, and having fantastic timing. It's actually amazing to watch, and this is why I think he's going to be such an amazing player in the future. Now in this round here, they're walking through bathrooms again as a team, and you're going to notice just something, a little bit of a timing thing here. He's going to get a flash from a teammate, A, and he's going to take out Alexa B before he even has time to unpeek off of that flash. So just crisp, clean timing, again, doing the little things right. Now they're pushed up here, and what's going to happen is actually Apex is going to get killed in bathrooms here, and ZywOo again is going to show that he likes to take the aggressive play. His teammate dies in bathrooms, and he realizes the bomb is planted front side of Dice, even though they have CT control, so he gets in an aggressive position here to contest before the counter-terrorist can get full bathrooms control. Then he finds the 1 kill, and he goes for the second and gets taken down. He was completely trapped there. He had to make a play, unfortunately not able to find a kill off of that, but finding just one there and the information that both other players were there was enough to win his team the round. So heading to the first gun round of CT half, and you're going to see ZywOo show his true confidence. Now, it could be because he's playing against ENCE, or maybe because he has 27 kills already, but he's going to rotate to a new spot almost every round to try and catch his opponents off guard with complete confidence. So this round they're going aggressive towards short, ZywOo and RPK, and ZywOo is going to get pushed back by a flash here, and RPK is going to die. And instead of pushing instantly, he waits for that flash from Alex, swings right off of it, and instantly grabs 2 free kills. Unfortunately, wasn't able to grab that AK on the ground there and find the final one. However, he had the patience and the understanding to recognize swinging with just an MP9 would probably end in him getting traded. He waited, called for a flash, and that went very well for him. So after an interim round where he rifled towards connector, now ZywOo is going to have a spawn for B here, and he's going to take an op and go for a very aggressive play towards short B. And you're going to see again, he's showing just how confident he is, because he puts himself in a situation where if he whiffs this shot here, he's actually just going to end up instantly dying. But he's very comfortable with this. He knows he's going to hit the shot if he comes to it, and he goes for it anyways. Now, the other thing you're going to notice is he plays waiting on the wall, waiting for a smoke to come out, and then the pop flash, and as soon as that comes out, then he peeks around the smoke, and he goes aggressive, playing his op like a rifle almost, JW-esque in some ways. After that, he's going to make his way, and he's going to get a teammate to open the door to allow him to again take another surprise engagement. He's very comfortable with these as long as he feels like he doesn't, have a disadvantage. He wants to take that type of engagement. So he's going to take the shot and miss on Sergey there, and then he's going to rotate all the way around to A. So again, his priority here is to make sure that ENCE can't push him off of angles where he's, they have to use a ton of utility to clear out every angle, or he's going to catch them off guard at an angle that, they think the op's towards short. They get a little bit lazy and don't pop flash certain angles, and he finds the kill. That's his real goal here. Catch them off guard and make sure that on other rounds they're very worried about it. So here, very aggressive towards A. They're probably expecting him short, and in fact this one's actually not going to work out for him. He's going to get pushed off the angle because both of his teammates die. However, you can see the confidence in which he plays, and you can see what he's going for here. When he's got the confidence behind him, when he's playing a team like ENCE and he's got 30 kills on the board already, he's really trying to catch his opponents off guard, and he's very comfortable putting himself in situations where he has to land a shot because he knows he will. So final round of the game here from ZywOo, and I'll show you a nade pattern that a lot of pros like to throw that you can actually steal from ZywOo here as well. So he's going to go for a molly that lands towards top of T stairs here. It's a pretty simple Molotov, and then he's going to nade towards playground. Now obviously this nade misses slightly, but you can copy the idea of it. It's a solid nade set just to get some damage done and to throw off your opponents before he goes aggressive towards long. Now in the previous round he had seen a tendency from Alu to peak long a little bit early, and NBK had actually found a 2K as they had taken long a little bit lazily from ENCE, so they think they can try and exploit that again. So they're doubling up towards long here. He's got support from NBK from behind, and they're trying to make something happen here. And in fact, ENCE isn't going to go towards long at all. Alu's just made his way towards playground there. ENCE went for short B control. They had a lot of pressure on the other side of the map, and now ZywOo is going to get aggressive after a little while here, and he's going to find a great flank, but notice how sick his aim is here, even with this flank. So 3K there, all headshots, except for a body shot. And he's going to close it out with a 4K as well. So ZywOo, with some fantastic play, definitely an aggressive player. He's going to take the more aggressive of two options the vast majority of the time when he can. And from there, if his aim is on point and he's got that confidence, he can really ram it down a team's throat.